Hello, welcome back to the Mr. Arsenal podcast so soon. Hope you've all had a quick cup of tea and you're ready to go for the next watch along with the third out of four games we've had. We've had today. This is the third watch along. As we said, we've covered three of them. Obviously, the one we didn't cover was Villa Brighton, but this is the fourth and final match of Saturday's Premier League fixture list. And Man United v West Brom at Old Trafford. As I said before, can West Brom continue this run of, how can I put it, not winning at their home stadium already this season? They haven't won a single league game. That's the important thing. League-wise, they haven't won a single league game at the Emirates, at Old Trafford, sorry. Dear. Big up Melina, Tyrone already back in the chat. Appreciate the support, guys. He must be fucking sick of me today. Third stream in a row, Jesus. Right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to United vs West Brom Watchalong. Please be sure to hit that like button and kindly subscribe if you're new. Thank you. Exactly, Melina. Exactly. Hi, everyone. Once again, that's what I'm saying. Third time, or second time for yourself, but third time for me. Jesus, I'm shattered already. Another 90 minutes. Bloody hell. Kill me now. Be worth it. It'll be worth it though. It's all good. It's all worth a good cause. Nearly saying 21 likes already so far. Jesus, keep it going. 22. Jesus Christ. Keep it going, guys. Keep it going. Hello, my son. Not your stalker. He's your boy from Melina. He's your secret lover. Let's see in this stream. By the way, guys, as I keep saying, as I've said all fucking day, like fucking record, we are so close to 1K now. Let's see in this stream, while doing the stream, we can break that 1K barrier, that milestone. You have no idea how much I appreciate it if we can. Oh dear. But yeah, I'm going to go for the lineups actually while we're here. Let's see the lineups, so that'll be interesting. We'll go for the home team first. In goal, David De Gea. Back line of Wan-Bissaka and Alex Telles as the wing backs on the right and left, respectively. Lindelof and Maguire in the middle. Of the defence, Fred, Juan-Mata, Matic as the midfield trio, and then Bruno just in front of them, and Martial and Rashford up front. Right, we go to West Brom now. They've got Johnston in goal, Furlong at fullback, Townsend. Yeah, not Townsend within them. Townsend, Ivanovic, and Bartley make up the rest of the back line. AJ, Matches Pereira, Sawyers, Grant, Gallagher, and the player that caused so much controversy in the old transfer window this summer, Dingana, who signed permanently from West Ham this summer. On the bench for respective teams, you've got on the Man United bench, Cavani, Daniel James, Henderson, Williams, Donny van de Beek, as per usual, the poor fucker. God, he's just, yeah, there's nothing go to that. I keep repeating myself on him. But, Tunzabi, McTominay. For West Brom, you've got Robson, Kanu, Robinson, Phillips, Harper, where's that today? Krovanovic, Button, and O'Shea. So technically, on paper, this should be any other day, this would be a walkover for Man United. They should absolutely walk this game. But as I've said, I've just been saying all day, and at the start of this stream, they haven't won, not even got a point at home this season in the league. let alone win a game. They haven't got a point at all at Old Trafford in the league. So anything can happen. I mean, they didn't even manage to get a shot against us. I think we played them. And the following week, we got battered 3-0 against fucking Villa, who then lose today. It's fucking at home to Brighton of all fucking teams. Dor and Torres just joined us. Hope you're all right, Dor. Unlucky with the result day, by the way. Don't remind you, but yeah. Fucking, you know, we did so well as well. Because obviously, I was on watching the Gillette Soccer Saturday. And every time they went to do a game when it was obviously at 0-0 and all that, you guys were getting bigged up. You're doing really well. And literally, just that goal deflated you, the first one, and then it just fell apart, didn't it? But it's early doors as well for Chris Hughton, so doing what it's come into, he's doing a good job of it, I think. I think between now and the end of the season, Forest will be fine. I think Forest will be in at least the playoff spots by the time the season comes to the end. It could be worse. You could be Derby. Literally, Jesus Christ. Fucking that. They've got David Marshall in goal now. Your respective rivals. Not exactly pulling up trees. And then rock bottom. They literally got. What was it? Jeff Stenning was saying, Derby County are literally, in terms of goals scored, they've scored the least amount of goals in the Football League. And that's across Premier League, Championship, League One, and League Two. So yeah, just get yourself lucky you're not Derby County. You've got a decent manager now, anyway. As I said, you'll be fine. In my opinion, Derby County, Nottingham Forest will be up. Between now and the end of the season, Nottingham Forest will be in and around the playoffs. Bloody hell. I'm always getting harassed on Instagram now. Jesus. Right, we're going to my Insta. What's going on? Oh, you converted our little friend. Okay, one sec. I'm a liar now, am I? Oh, that's nice. Okay. Okay. I'm not lying, by the way. I'm not. Well, at least he admits to doing it before, but it doesn't mean he till 8 years. That's the thing, Melina. He's admitted to doing it before. When we questioned him for fucking months over it, he's finally basically admitted to doing it then. But now he's saying, "No, it's not me. Cut off, twat." Even to it, as I said, Melina. Even to it, stop giving it no more airtime. Not he ain't worth the ag. He is not worth a single part of where I'm going on my journey on this channel. Leaving him, he's gone. He's long gone in my trade of thoughts now. Let him get on with it. Yeah, he apologises so much that he, in response to me calling him out at the time and him denying it all, and only admitting to doing it once at a time, now he's admitted to doing it all the time in that period. In that time, he blocked me on all social media, came away from YouTube, came back to YouTube, set up a new Twitter account, told, and then as he set it up, getting hold of Natesh, Kevin, and the guys from the old group chat we had on Twitter, telling them, it's Luca, don't tell Ryan, don't tell Ryan. Fucking, I'm living vent in this guy's head. Literally, this months down the line, he's going, don't tell Ryan, da 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 da. They've told me, obviously. I'm there laughing my fucking head off because it's pathetic. And this shit, as soon as as I keep saying, as soon as this all happened, he starts setting up again. All this has happened. I'm saying, leave him to it. Done with it now. The fact that he's gone from completely denying anything, doing anything, to wait, I've done it once because I thought you did it before, even though you showed me, Ryan, that you didn't actually do it. I still did it anyway. To now saying he did it the whole time. So he's done it the whole time with me. Look, he done it with Daniel, he done it with Simpy, he's done it with everyone else. But yet, because for some reason he's obsessed with me now, I'm the one still getting the fucking ag. Barcelona versus Atletico will be more interesting than Manchester United versus West Brom. True, don't get me wrong, that is true. And I will be at that game on as well in the background at my end. But this is Premier League, and obviously people with FPL and all that. So keep an eye on their teams and just have a laugh and see if West Brom have a fucking West Brom May United have a meltdown again. But yeah, Lena, just leave them to it now. The fact of the matter is, as I'm going to say it now, and I won't say it anymore. Remember when we asked him all the way back then about all the other stuff? What did he say at the time? Consistently. Even before you told me what was going on, when you addressed him the first time, what did he tell you? Did he stuck to his guns on that for months? Now, if you read what he just said, he's basically confirmed everything that was going on in this, everything that was going on between my channel and Daniel's channel and others. It was all down to him. If you read between the lines, just think about it. But now suddenly, he's not doing that anymore. But also at the same time accusing me of doing that to him. Fuck off. Better things to do. I've actually got a life, unlike him. But it is what it is. George, yes, you can join. I will send you a link at half time. I'm assuming you just want to shout your channel out and have a bit of a chat at half time. So at half time, literally, in the summer, blocked him months ago. I've blocked him. The thing is, in terms of the channel as well, I've blocked his initial channel that he had at the time from this channel. And when he set up these new channels and people let me know he's setting up new channels, they sent me links so then I could then block them channels. The other two channels he's now set up in the last few months, I've blocked them because other guys have sent me the link so I can do that. And then suddenly, I started getting rubbish still. So I'm still getting the dislikes and he's still been able to do it because he said this is a guy at the time, James, that said it can't be me because I don't know how to set up other YouTube accounts or access bots and things like that. So suddenly now going from that to having numerous accounts now that are now all YouTube channels. Bit of a coincidence. Says you can't do it, and then suddenly you can do it. But he thinks we're all stupid, but it is what it is. This door is no, door's fine. Me and door's sound. Literally, I need to message door actually because I've got an idea. I want to run past him to have it bring him back onto the channel because obviously last time he was on this channel, he could only be on briefly because literally as he went live, Forrest signed someone, so he had to go off and do some work for Forrest. But no, me and Dor are sound as fuck. Meaning, we've got no issues. This is someone else, Jules. It's me, Melina, and a few others know about. And Melina just tried addressing him, and he's denied doing it now, but he's now confirmed he did it in the past, and then tried to make an excuse up in the meantime. even though he knows that I showed him proof that it was nothing to do with me. And he never actually apologised. He just dug his heels in. Oh, you all hate me. You all hate me. And then I just went, okay, block. Because he wouldn't apologise. He just kept making excuses up, so I just blocked him. And it's just a pain in the backside, George. Absolute pain in the backside. And did you report him? Oh, yeah. In the last month, I've reported the channel that. Oh, I've reported the main channel. The newest channel. Well, one of the new channels two channels he set up. The one he uses more so. I've reported, and then gone into the script. And when it comes like adding extra bits in the extra option box, whatever you call it, I've put in other stuff as well, explaining the situation and what else this person is doing. I've just got to leave it to them. Basically, I've done it twice now. Yeah, as I said, I'm ignoring. I'll get to the point. The thing is, I'd rather. It's not the dislikes that have pissed me off, and the constant, the bots, the attacks on myself and Daniel's and other people's channels for the last, since February, like early mid-February this year. It's not that. It's not the fact he's done it. It's the fact he's denied it. If he'd done it, yeah, it's a bad. He's an arsehole for doing it in the first place. I'm sorry for swearing, but it is what it is. But it's the fact that he's denied it, and every now and then he puts himself in it. Like just now, if you're going back and read word for word what he's said, if you actually read between what he's saying, he's confirming before he did it, he was doing it to me and other channels, but now he's not. This is the person who told you, by the way, don't know how to set up other accounts. I can only manage one account. He has now he's now got in that. He also told you his original channel got hacked, but at the same time, his cousin's telling me his cousin deleted it. Suddenly, that channel's now making a comeback. Apparently, and that dropped from 1,000 subs to 20-something subs. Now it's like whatever what 90 odd subs. I think someone told me. Well, he's not making any content for the channel, but he's got it. But he's now got access to that channel. He keeps claiming, from what I've been told. And he's got these two new channels that I've also been told about. Hence why I blocked them. When I did, hoping that would stop, but obviously not, because he can do what he's been denying he can do, and that's setting up other accounts and getting access to bots and sending bots over to here. But as I said, it's not down to the dislikes. Don't bother me. The attacks in the channel don't bother me because it shows how sad and pathetic the person is. It's the constant lying for months about it. When even before I was made aware of the situation of what he was doing, from like to Millennium and others, before I first made aware of it, because I was like, when I first noticed, I thought whatever. When I was told, I was back, okay, and I started putting two and two together, putting bits and pieces together here, there, and everywhere. Basically, every time this person went quiet on his channel, whenever he got addressed, he'd go dead quiet. He'd come away from his channel, would do nothing on his channel, nothing on social media, nothing. He would literally just go for 2 weeks and then come back. And the second he comes back, it all started up again. And you just put two together and make fucking four, for fuck's sake, because it's so obvious it's him. And it got to a point where I said, okay, leave to it. But it got to a point it's getting out of hand. So I snapped. And the main reason I snapped is because someone had contacted me via social media and thought one day he was set to a live stream on his channel apparently. And before he'd gone live, he had 2 dislikes. And he was convinced. Not only did I put them the 2 dislikes on his channel, that in fact he accused me of doing everything else to all these other channels he's now taking responsibility for. And I snapped. I got a screenshot, sent it to the person who contacted me in the first place, said, nope, nothing to do with me. Literally nothing to do with me. I then literally contacted him on social media, had it out of him, said, "You've got a problem with me, have it, talk to me. Don't go backstabbing, go being snaky and going to someone else. Oh, and by the way, what you've accused me of is a load of bollocks," because, boom, didn't get one apology though. So hence why, when he kept making excuses, I just blocked him. Got a bit of grief from his cousin. Hence the next day I got told before the cousin went off and blocked me, which doesn't bother me because the fucking cousin came at me in the first place. And I put the cousin in its place. The cousin then realised, oh yeah, it is him. Suddenly he told me, oh, I've deleted his child last night. He won't have any more problems. It's like, fine, whatever. I would have appreciated an apology, but he wouldn't do it. So end of. I thought there was an end to it, but no, he said make a comeback. And the second he started doing all this bollocks, as I said before about doing the I've got the game on now, rattling on for God knows how long. As I said, yeah, yeah, he's on YouTube. Sadly, again, I'm not going to give him any 10 minutes in. It's 0-0. Good, haven't missed anything. All right. Big up Andrew in the chat as well, by the way. And Timer's saying also, excuse me, it's 1-0 to Hertha Berlin. Yeah, 0-0. Yeah, he is on YouTube. I'm not going to give over his details because he gets some airtime, which is something he craves for. Clearly. All I'm going to say is, as I've kept saying, Menino, go back and read what the screenshots you sent me just now. If you read the words, he's basically just confirmed everything we accused him. We knew of it. We knew, and then went to him, addressed him on. He denied. He's now just confirmed. But he's confirmed that. But now denying doing this. So give it 6 months. Say about February, March time, we'll get confirmation he's doing this as well. It's pathetic. I just hate him lying. The fact that he's lied about it just pisses me off. Am I two off 1K? Seriously. You cheeky rascal, Taib. You cheeky rascal. It's 289. Still a way to go. But we can do it. We can do this, guys. Oh, look. Nina, go look at our dislikes. What a surprise. You've addressed him. He's denied it. It's happened again. But he'll deny it. And that's what annoys me about the fact of the dislike. We know who it is. And he's, as I said, he's denied it. If he'd been honest, that's fair enough. We move on. Because I'll show you what James is also saying. Share me on Twitter and Facebook first. Cheers, thanks for that. Do appreciate it. But as I was saying, if the dislike itself is not bothering me, it's the fact that he's lying about it. It's pissing me. That's what's pissing me off. But we just leave him to it. Let him get on with it now. Can't be arsed with all his fucking crap. Oh, I've got a WhatsApp before I go back into the game. One sec. No. Someone else. I was. How can I put this? I will message you the original channel he had, or has back now, but he was using at the time when it all started. I'll tell you the channel was called by that. I'll also show you what I've been shown. And you tell me if I'm misreading it, basically. Right. The thing is, I've people have asked me this, who this person is, and this, that, and the other one I've had issues before. And as soon as I mentioned it, I've typed up, because obviously it's like away from obviously doing these live streams. I tell them who, like the channel name, and they're like, who? No, I'm not giving him any airtime. That's what I'm saying. I'm just Andrew's WhatsApped me, and I'm just saying I'll mention it in the WhatsApp, but I'm not verbally going to say it out now because it's not worth it. But the fact that literally every time someone asks what the channel is called and this, that, and the other, even the old channel, the first channel we had, well, it's not the first channel, the second channel, because we had another channel 7 years ago which died a death. But everyone comes back and says, who? Never heard of him. I've never heard of that channel. Nope, not him either, Andrew. Literally, he's fucking... Leave him to it. Let him do what he wants to do. He wants to be a poisonous little dick. Let him be what he wants to be. Now, I'll send over to you, Andrew. If you come back and say what I think you're going to say, I'm going to actually piss myself laughing. That's all I'm saying, no matter. I've got 46 people watching us live, by the way. It's currently still 0-0 as well. Man United v West Brom at Old Trafford. Andrew, do you know who I'm on about, though? Have you heard of that channel before? That's the original channel. That's the channel that apparently got hacked. He claimed got hacked. His cousin claimed that it got closed down. Oh yeah, wait, look, mate. Literally, James. I'm so far concentrating on my channel. It's unbelievable. You have no idea. 12 away from 1K, as Melina says. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If we can get 12 brand new people to come on this stream and sub. Does it start with S? No. Okay, I'm trying to get to a fucking. But you're saying concentrate on my channel. Yeah, exactly. I am. That's the thing. I'm just, as I said, the dislike doesn't bother me. As I said, the person can dislike to their heart's content, and everything I do on this channel doesn't bother me because, like Andrew said in the previous stream, it benefits me more than anything else. It has more of a positive thing on my end than what he thinks it does in terms of breaking this algorithm and gaining not just these new subscribers that I've been gaining for the last 21 days to get me where I am now, but also get me recommended by YouTube and things like that. Oh dear. So yeah, he wants to do. It's the, as I keep saying, it's the fact. It's the fact that the person is lying about this about it now, and has lied about it before, and every now and then he fucking goes, "It was me." I mean, as Melina knows, the person in question had previously admitted to doing it once to my channel because he thought I'd done it to his channel, even though I'd proved to him via screenshot beforehand that I hadn't done anything to his channel, seen dislikes or anything. The fact he tried pinning it on me as well amongst it all hacked me off at the time, hence why I went at him. And then literally fast forward a few months now, he's now admitted to Melina, I've got a screenshot of him basically going, I did it before, but I'm not doing it now because I thought he did it to my channel. Fucking every excuse under the book. Does he get out of bed? Oh, I don't know. Clearly, he hasn't got a life. That's all I'm gonna say. As I said, he clearly needs to get a life. If all we can worry about is me 24/7 and what I'm doing on my channel, how sad of an existence is that? But we are literally 19 minutes into... Going back to the actual watch along and then the match, guys, we are literally 19 and a half minutes into the match. It's 0-0. Pretty end-to-end, actually. And almost even on possession, but it's 55 to 45% in Man United's favour. There's like 10% in it, in possession-wise. Oh, bloody hell, you're asking. Melina, can you message me on Instagram? Oh, almost 1-0 West Brom there. Good save. I think De Gea got that touch to that. Is that corner? Done that is like a kipper. Fingertips of ours. That's going in. That's going in, isn't it? It is as well. Ignore the prick. Yeah, oh, that's what I'm saying. I am. But literally, Melina's gone off. Morris was off and addressed him, asked him the question. And that's the thing. That's in the scene is that he's admitted to everything that happened beforehand, and now, no, it's not me. It's not me. But then accusing me of actually, at the same time, accusing me of actually going on his channel and doing that to him. Yeah, nearly 1-0. As I said, West Brom nearly. De Gea getting a hand, literally fingertips to it to push it up for a corner. Look at Ivanovic, Jesus Christ. Yeah, as I was saying, Melina, can you message me on Instagram the name of his new channel? Because I've been asked on WhatsApp. I don't know his actual new channel's name, hence why I'm asking you. I don't want to send anyone to the wrong. What's the name? That's the thing. I'm going that far forward where I'm going on my channel and what I'm doing in life. Then after I got sent that link and I blocked the channels, can't remember what they're called. But I know I've blocked them. Done my bit and moved on. Back in, what was that, September, I think? I can't remember now. Late June? Oh, no, late July, early September, I think that was. And he did all that when I blocked all them. So I was always cowards. Yeah, also, yeah, in the chat, Andrew saying Westmore got some chatty pages there, actually. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I was waiting for Melina to. I was responding literally to Andrew in the WhatsApp as well, but literally waiting for Melina to send him the name over to me. Once I know the name, I'm going to let you know, Andrew. Oh dear, it is what it is. It's just the fact that he's trying to tar me he's trying to basically accuse me of what he's been doing to me, or done to me. He's admitted to doing to me, but at the same time, I did it before, but I'm not doing it anymore. But at the same time, he's doing it to me on my channel. Got off. And the reason I spoke to Dor the other day when he was in the chat the other day, is because people are actually sending me, whenever he does something stupid or says something stupid or controversial in the sense of it's how he words things and things like that. See, they want to, like, with my opinion, make sure they're not mishearing it or misreading it. When I sent this clip to me, it involved where he mentions Dor in the manner of what he did. Hence why when Dor came on, because I was trying to contact him before, but as he said, he was busy. But when he came on in the chat, I was asking him. I mentioned the reason why I even sent him the video. As you guys know, I did send Dor the little clip that was sent to me, and Dor said no. As far as he's aware, no problem. But it does come across. But even if he said it did come across like he's having a dig, so if it makes sense. That's just even to it. Well, trust me, he ain't well at all. But as I think it was John or Mark said earlier in the previous stream, I literally live rent free in his head that he has to constantly come in and put dislikes on the channel and all that. Well, who? That's be for you. Come on. We can do this thing. Come on. Anyway, guys, let's concentrate on the match now and having a laugh. Less said about the idiot, the better. I don't know about you guys, but from what I've seen of this match so far, missed all the chit chat we've had about that subject previously. Not much has happened in the sense of from a United perspective. From a Man United perspective, but as I said when I put the line out there, out there. As I said, on paper, quality-wise, you'd think Man United should be steamrolling teams like West Brom with all due respect. West Brom have got decent players, but this is Man United. But it's like I said, also Man United haven't won a single league game. I didn't want to mention his name, Saeed, but okay. Not giving him any airtime. As I said, Martial just starved. Yeah, literally. Thankfully, he didn't get nothing for it, though. They're reviewing it, though, apparently. But yeah, Man United ain't actually done anything in this game. West Brom would be more threatening. Had more of the ball in terms of going forward and attacking than what Man United have been doing. Man United have had 10% more of the ball, apparently, according to the stats. Pogba's most overrated. Got chuck all over the place here. Overrated player in history. Of course, yeah. What's that happens when you get a massive price tag, though, as we're seeing with Pepe. When the price gets bought for a certain amount of money, and that's it. You're expected to hit the ground running. But he's had a lot of time in now, and literally, what has he actually done? We're saying 25 for 1 now in terms of likes to dislikes. Man United 4 all divers, says Tyrone. Well, obviously. Not enough to go down like that, though. Come on. Pogba same level as McTominay. Jesus Christ. Well, for me, as who is this in it? There's in the chat. Simon says in the chat. Sorry. In terms of club level, yeah, I can sort of get what you're saying there. But in terms of Premier League level, international level, Pogba actually steps up for his country, plays a lot better. And you've got to put that down to when it comes to club level. Then the coaches or managers, when they call them, clearly ain't playing to his strengths. He's at an age where he can't just change his game, basically. Daughter's gone live as well. I mean, Russ mentions in the chat about Arteta discarding the youth players like Guendouzi being loaned at Ainsley, Willock, Nelson not getting anywhere, enough game time and all that. But the end is playing ineffectively every match. Yeah, this is what I was saying earlier. In terms of going forward, especially starting from tomorrow, Willian cannot be in the squad at all because he ain't performing. He ain't performing at a level where he's meriting getting these starts. It is what it may sound harsh, but it is what it is. He shouldn't be in the squad smart at all. Give Pepe the start. Put other players on the bench that can come on and make a difference as well. And then use Thursday as they game to sort of throw him in at and see if he can get his form back running. But in terms of this game as well, we mentioned it here, but obviously, as Russ mentions it there, we've just touched on it there. Even at Man United, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, we just spent 40 million on Donny van der Beek. He can't even get given a start. He's arguably been playing. He's their best midfielder so far this season in terms of performances he's been putting in when he does play on the bench and all that. But can't get a start in the Premier League. Yet one matter. He's on the back end of his career now, with all due respect. He's starting ahead of him. He must be thinking, what the fuck? Why did I leave Ajax to come to this shit heap? Oh, bloody hell. Oh dear. Clear that. And Andrew's also saying, I actually think that Pogba will be rating our team. He's a good gooner. No, that's what I'm saying. But the managers at Man United haven't ever, with Mourinho and Ole, adapted to him and played to his strengths. They've sort of nullified him. Oh dear, what's going on here? James saying Tottenham are going to win it. They're not going to win it. Don't worry, literally. Literally, Tottenham will not win the league. They will Spurs it up at some point when you least expect it, and everyone's sucking them off to the heart's content, and they get overhyped to the point of no return, and then bang, gone. It's gonna go just shit creek, and I cannot wait because I'll be here with my cigar, with my tea, with my Guinness, Magners, whatever, just lapping it up like you idiots. Because no one never learns when it comes to Tottenham. This is the same Tottenham team at the beginning of the season, lost to Everton 1-0, having no shot on target against an Everton side who now dropped out of form. Who, in the second home game of the league season, drew 1-1 against Newcastle when Newcastle only had that one shot, that penalty on target, in 90 odd minutes. This is the same Tottenham that went 3-0 up at home to West Ham in the London derby and drew 3-3 in the last 10 minutes. Yet suddenly they're title contenders because they can beat a bang average City with all due respect, and they are being bang average this season. The league table doesn't lie now. The fact that we could win tomorrow, if we win tomorrow, we will be putting Man City in the bottom half of the table. We'll be closer to a title race than what they are. And as I said earlier, we're not in a title race. We're not there yet. In terms of back to the Pogba situation, James is saying Juventus suited him. With Perlo made him look top class. Yeah. There's that as well. You can say that. Well, sadly, with the way he performed at Man United over the last 3.5, 4 years, they're not going to get 60 mil for Pogba. Oh dear. Let's have a look how we're doing for subs. So we look about this is. Oh, we're 10 away now. 10 away. No, it says 989 on YouTube. On the studio app, it says 990. So we are 10 away, guys. Can we get them last 10 subs in? before the end of this stream. I've got me 9 people watching on YouTube and 24 over both platforms that I'm streaming off of. Time saying Thiago and Fabinho back in training. Spurs 8 minutes. Even with Thiago and Fabinho not in the Liverpool team, Spurs will not win the league. You're saying spot on Colin. Where's Colin? I ain't seen Colin. If I missed Colin in the chat here, I haven't seen him in the chat. I do apologise if I've missed him, mate. Okay. And cheers, John. Appreciate that. Corner to Man United, by the way, 35 minutes in. Still 0-0. Jesus Christ. Oh, right in the head. Carl Barty took one in the head there. Had injury, so he's got to stop it. That part? Yeah, it was, yeah. As I said, Carl Bartley took one right in the head, took one for the team there. Oh, right in the face. Jeez. Flush in the face. The toe poke as well. Really. Think about it. Again, it's Colin in the chat because I can't see any of his messages come up in my. There we go. Just turning the United game on now, Ryan. If you want someone to join, yeah, I'll send you the link on Twitter. One sec. Have a laugh while we can. You can also discourage all these idiots that think Tottenham are going to win the league. Just going to take 20 years to find you. Wrong way. New. Yep, we're going to go to this, edit, paste. Link sent over to you, Colin. Whole Spurs will return, Jen. Fucking hell, chat's going mad now, was it again? Whole Spurs will return in January. As I said, literally, maybe even before that. Because games are now going to come thick and fast for not just Arsenal, but for everyone, and especially teams in Europe like ourselves, like Tottenham, like City, like United, like Chelsea, like Liverpool. It's going to come thick and fast. And they are going to drop points, a lot of points now. Especially if they come up against teams that actually, you know what, give them a game. Because let's be honest, City, with Jesus up front and not Aguero, they look toothless. Again, might be coming across us, but it is what it is. Haaland to score for Dortmund, apparently. God, the guy is a machine. Fucking hell, I'd love him. I'd love if he would come to Arsenal. It never happened, though, obviously. No, I know you're. Yeah, Andrew, no, mate. I know exactly who you're on about. No, there's no confusion. Trust me. I know exactly who you're on about because we've had that discussion about that other person before. Ironically, you haven't heard from him in ages, actually. At all. Yeah, it is what it is. I don't know. But yeah, I haven't heard from the person we're on about in God knows how long. I don't even know if he does his YouTube still or not. Last time I spoke to him, I'm trying to think now. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Colin, I have sent the link over, so if you have any issues, let me know. We'd love to sign on. I think we all would. We all would, Russ. We all would, trust me. Perfect replacement for fucking Nucko, put it that way. He should be fucking clinical and actually score his fucking chances. 9 times out of 10. Yeah, it is borderline ridiculous when you're seeing things like that. And obviously, when we weren't in lockdown theatres, was allowed to have people in the indoor theatres, but outdoors in an outdoor stadium, nope, not allowed. Go away. Is Uber all no? Ideally, no. He's literally an out-and-out striker. And let's be honest. Let's call it for what it is. He's only put out the win because he's got a bit of pace. And yeah, Martinelli being injured and all that, don't want to put all the pressure onto Saka. And he's trying to also force Laka into the team as well. Oh dear.
Is that right? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Just getting.
People need to chill on the Tottenham bandwagon, bruv.
Yeah, I know. You've heard what I've had to say anyway. Harden just scored in, by the way, for Dortmund 2-1 now.
What a surprise. What a surprise, mate. The European fucking golden boy.
The fucking machine of what he is, yeah. Shock horror.
Oh, man, he's
on
another level, isn't
he? He literally is on another level. But Dortmund got an absolute snap bargain for him, and literally, he's probably tripled his price range now.
Probably, yeah.
Who almost an own goal from United, I think.
Yeah.
It's been a pretty mere game, hasn't it, so far, in the sense of Man United and don't really done much. As per.
Well, that's Man United now, mate. They don't do much in general.
Yeah, Donny's Van der Beek's on the fucking bench still, somehow. It would have been a Rashidon or Barkley, one of the two.
I don't know, mate. I mean, you look at their team, right, and you just think, how the fuck are they? I mean, what's even their league position? I've actually not clocked it whatsoever.
I think I'll check in a sec, actually. I'll check now while you're watching, so I don't listen to that anyway.
Yeah.
So I think
I'm having to use. I'm having to use another stream because my Fire Stick TV, right? The remote ain't fucking working, so I've got to fucking add that onto the list of things I have to do tomorrow. Like get new fucking batteries for the fucking remote.
Well, as it stands, because as it stands, they're doing now, so they've got a point. They'd have 10 points if it finishes as it is, 14th. But if they don't win it, they'll be back to 9 points, and they'll probably drop to. No, look at the goal difference now. They would actually drop to 16th/17th.
Fucking hell, that's terrible.
And they'll be, and literally the team behind them would be Fulham with 4 points. Brighton would have more points than them, if not points. I mean, same points, but a better goal difference.
Wait. Brighton more points than Man United if they don't win.
If they don't win, it'll be the same points, but the goal difference, if they were to lose, Man United were to lose this, Brighton will be better.
Fuck's sake,
currently on both -2, but obviously if Man United was to lose 1-0 or something like that, then that would drop to -1 or -3 or whatever. So then they would drop to -3, and then that would then put them 17th and push Leeds and Brighton up to 14th and 15th respectively.
How the fuck have where have they gone? Fucking hell.
This is what I'm saying. Even about City earlier, I was saying about City earlier when they played. Obviously, they're on 12 points. If we win tomorrow, we're on 15 points. That'll put us into the top 6. Trying to think of the table now. So top 6, top 7, basically, that sort of era. But City and United are closer to relegation if the results go against them this weekend than the title race.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. This league's weird, man. Like, especially this season. Like, what's going on? What's going on?
No idea. But also, it's the same that obviously, if West Brom were to win, they would go on to have 3, 4, 5 points. If you're 5 or 6 points, they would have, if it's as it stands, it'd be 5 points. So they'd literally be 4 points off United if they would win today.
Fucking hell, man.
If obviously it's still 0-0.
Yeah, big if though. Big if though.
It's a bit obviously. We'll say that it's Man United. Let's be honest. They're not exactly all singing, all dancing.
No.
They're not the Man United
They've
of
been
old.
absolutely atrocious this season. I mean, and this is just this is at home as well. Like what?
Yeah, they haven't won.
I don't know about you, Ryan. Right? I don't know about you, Ryan. Right? But I grew up on Man United being I grew up on Old Trafford being an absolute fortress. Like you hated going there. Now it's just like,
Yeah, for any team, even for a League One team in the FA Cup. That's saying something.
I know it's mental. It's actually mental. Like what the fuck is going on, bruv?
Half-time 0-0. And to be honest, if you look at it, if you're going to be honest, West Brom had the better chances. And should be at least 1-0 up, but at least 1-0 up.
Yeah.
But this is having a kick-off where it looks of it. Oh, dear.
I mean, they had an abysmal transfer window, but come on, man. You should be doing better than that. I mean, it's West fucking Brom, bruv. Come on.
This is what happens when we have fucking, with all due respect, excuse me, well, they're going to Solskjaer someone whose only Premier League experience was getting Cardiff relegated and then got sacked at Championship level.
Do you know what? It's not even that. It's not even that, mate.
It's not just that. I'm just saying that's part of the reason. The main part of the reason is the owners and fucking Woodward not having a clue what they're doing and not caring.
Yeah.
Makes fucking our guy makes fucking Cronky and all that look good. And that's saying something.
Do you know what? It makes Jose look fucking brilliant, doesn't it? I mean, he got what, second with that team? More or less that side. And won them a Europa League as well. So it's like, well,
he got second with Man United in the season. City finished first with 100 points.
Yeah.
And the points he had would in a normal season would have had him at least possibly top of that table in a normal season in years gone by.
Yeah, I mean, well, the thing is, right? How can you fuck with a 100-point City team? How can you fuck with that? Like, I'm not trying to fucking like laud Jose as this great manager because I fucking hate his guts, but. Again, it's like Man United consistently, they're run like a fucking shit show, man. They are. They're run like a shit show. They wasted all summer tickling Sancho's balls and are surprised when that backfired. Yeah, all right, cool.
By the way, guys, we are currently 10 away now.
Yeah. By the way, though, bring up yourself on that, you know, because I know how hard you grind, so it's like sweet.
Oh, dude, it's just mad. Literally, his space of, as I was saying earlier, a space of 21 days. Literally from the Man United Watchalong we did.
Do you know what it is, mate? I'm not even joking. I actually think it's the Watchalongs you've been doing, like because people are just used to them now. You do consistent content, and people will get used to it. Same as same as like. With me and Arsenal and Chill, right? I do one podcast with Ola consistently every week unless something fucks up, and sometimes I'll just do like little chats as well. I tend not to do watch-alongs because I don't have the time anymore. But, with my kind of, work schedule and other stuff going on, Wednesday is really the only time I have to do shit. So, I'm just going to be like, you know what? Sweet, just do that. But, hey, listen, keep grinding. Keep grinding. I know what it feels like to hit 1K, right? So once you do, you're thrilled more than anything.
Yeah, as I say, now I was on someone else's channel back in September. They did it. They're doing a watch long or something. They invited me on.
Yeah.
He's got 13K now on subs. Alex, he's an Ipswich fan. Alex Griffin, and literally he asked me to join the stream like, "What's my target between now and New Year?" And I said, looking at numbers that I had at the time and all that, and the situation we were in, I was aiming for 700. So the fact that literally I've surpassed that, and literally we are on the verge now of doing something I didn't think would be anywhere near possible at this time. As you said,
Hey, but listen, in these times, right, when it's all a fucking mess, you need content. You need content to like cheer you up, right? So, in some instances, we're actually providing a service, but unlike a certain broadcast company, we don't charge the people.
Yeah, exactly. Never will either.
No. And do you know what? I constantly get asked, like, when you do get to 1K again, are you going to be doing memberships, right? And my simple answer is no.
No, I won't do that either.
Because I don't think I should, I don't think I should be charging people for additional content. Like, what other content am I going to give them?
Yeah.
I mean, I basically give everyone Arsenal and Chill for because it's just something I want to do, right? And I'm not someone that's going to charge for fucking extra content. Like, exactly. I hate people that plug their. I mean, all right, if it's. I know Tom does memberships and whatnot, and if he wants to do that, but
at least he's doing other with these memberships as well. He brought other people in to be part of that content.
Exactly. He's doing like loads of stuff that the regular viewer wouldn't get, right? So in that instance, I get it.
Yeah.
But in my situation, it's just like I'm only doing one podcast every week, and if I want to, not that I would, but if I want to, I could. I could do that. But what would be the point? Like, doing what I do now is like it's not a money-driven thing.
No.
Like, it's just really, really not. I just do what makes me happy, which is why I go on which is why I do my Twitch streams and stuff. Like, for instance, I mean, doing the Football Manager stuff on Twitch, like, I wouldn't charge anyone for that because I don't think it's right. Like, if people want, and I know how Twitch works, if they want to subscribe to Twitch, then it's a bi-monthly paid service. But that's nothing to do with me. That's Twitch's kind of thing, and that's how they work. But if they don't want to do that, they can just follow me. And I'm not gonna pressure anyone into subscribing monthly. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just not how I would do it. So, in my way of thinking, it's just like,
Well, exactly. I was just like, even taking for me with the super chats as well. I mean, I've got people DMing me as well on social media saying, "Once you hit 1K, you can monetize your channel." They're sending me super chats. I'm like, but for me, it's like at the same time, I appreciate it. Don't get me wrong, but we're in a time where people are losing their jobs or struggling to put food on the table. If you're in that position, please don't do that, because that won't sit right with me, because that money could go into better better use for yourselves than giving me a few quid or whatever, sending a few quid for a super chat. Because as anyone knows, literally, if you put something in the chat, I'm going to put it out anyway. So unless you're literally rolling in the money, don't break in that to do it on a consistent basis. Don't do that, because literally that could be that money could go to better use in your own pocket for yourself going forward, because you never know what could happen around the corner with everything that's going on at the moment.
Exactly. It's like there's just no need for it whatsoever. Like, especially in this time. Like, because for fuck's sake, like, we might not even. Who knows what's going to happen in like a month's time and whatnot? Do you know what I mean? Like, things might go really, really bad in a month's time. Like, so I don't really see the point.
That's what I'm saying, and that's why I say if you're in a position where you're not, as in you're not rolling in the money, you're living hand to mouth, so to speak, as the saying goes. I'd rather you keep your money and keep it for yourself, and rather than send it over to me, because then it makes me feel not just bad, it's guilty, in that that'd be in the back of my head then that you've done that.
Yeah, makes you feel like crap, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's just a simple person I am. I'm not like a set of people we know that literally is like only concentrate on super chats, I would say.
Yeah. Well, listen, if people want to do that, that's cool.
Not even to it. It is what it is. But yeah,
do it if you want to do it, but don't expect me to get involved in that shit.
Exactly.
But
27 likes on
an Arsenal-related thing, yeah. What do you reckon about the fucking like fighting and training between Ceballos and David Luiz?
For me,
I find it very, very strange that this comes out this week of all weeks.
Because as I said, there's a mole in the back. They need to find this mole in the system, because there's clearly more than one. There's clearly more than one rat in the club that's linking all this information. It could be Özil this time doing it for this one, because obviously he's got nothing to lose at the moment. But there's someone else there as well doing it as well. Because if you look back at the information that was coming out over Özil back in the summer when he had something to lose, as Richard mentioned earlier, he had nothing to lose this time. Whereas before, when it was all that the wage reviews and all that crap, that clearly can't have been in because he was in the team. He was literally at that time. He hadn't been dropped or nothing. There was no controversy around him, no nothing at that time, to the level of what that brought. It was only after that information came out that suddenly he wasn't getting picked in the squad at all, or he'd be on the bench and things like that, or an unused sub. But in terms of the actual them having a face-to-face scuffle, whatever, verbally or whatever, it's like I was saying earlier in the other stream that I did for the Spurs versus Man City. Watchalong, the guys were asking me about it. I was like, if anything, it shows that the players give a shit for once, because for years we've been saying the players, the squads are too soft, they're too nice to each other. The fact that these players, it's like when we had the early Wenger years and we had all that success. These players come out and said, "Yeah, we had even before all this, well before years later, they've all said, yeah, it wasn't all handy, like nicely on the pitch. We had the old verbal chats back and forth, the arguments here and there. Kieran said it, Vieira been saying like they'd all have their square ups and all that. But for them, it showed them that they were all on the same page. They all wanted the same thing, the target wise, what they want. What their argument was for the same thing, basically the same cause. And for me, this is no different. And for once, the thing is, because it's happened with Ceballos before. Get that warm up for the Fulham game. Oh, Fulham, Ceballos is a troublemaker now. All of a sudden, what do you want? Do you want to fight or not? Do you want them to have that passion and that drive to want to achieve something, or just be, best friends? Let's all hug each other. It's just. Get their heads down. They've got their heads down. And the thing is, they've moved on. And the thing is, even Ceballos tried to defuse it when David Ornstein put out that tweet. He tried to defuse the situation.
Yeah. I mean,
But
the only thing I don't like about it, right, is that he's broke rank and gone public with it. That's the only thing I would criticize Ceballos for. Not necessarily like the
Well, he was saying it never happened. He claimed
not,
he was putting that fake news, basically put the tweet out saying fake, it's not happened and all that. But it was Arteta that actually said no, it did happen. A fight did not fight, but an argument did happen. But obviously, there's someone that's leaked it.
Someone's leaked it, right? And Arteta has openly said that he's going to punish the person that did leak it. Like,
because you know who it is. Then that's the thing. If he knows who it is, he'll it.
I mean, when he finds out, and I think he will,
if he hasn't already,
I wouldn't.
Want to be that person.
I would not want to be that person.
No.
Because you know you're going to be the end of a tongue lashing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Maybe because we were talking about, I was saying before about there being another rat in the system, another telltale, basically, back in the summer. Maybe that telltale was Guendouzi. But then it doesn't make sense because it sort of does make sense because he did have an attitude before the Brighton game. Maybe it all came out in that meeting they had the day after the Brighton game. Maybe it all just came out by accident, and that's why he's been outed the way he has.
Maybe
because who is he best friends with as well? Mesut Ozil. Who's still at the club? Mesut Ozil. And as Andrew said earlier, Richard and Andrew said earlier, he's got nothing to lose. If it is him this time, he's not playing, so he's got nothing to lose in that sense.
No, he doesn't really, does he?
Because he knows in a few months he's out of the club anyway.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Excuse me.
It's an odd one. Like, it's one of those things where, you know, you just think it could have been kept in house. You know, Ceballos, he didn't have to say anything really.
His debut tonight, by the way. Guendouzi's debut, apparently.
Is it?
That's what Tyrone's saying in the chat. 4-1 Dortmund now.
Oh.
For Berlin, they're losing 4-1. What a debut for Guendouzi.
Oh,
that's the case. What a baptism of fire. But yeah, fucking Haaland was 3 of the goals. Who got the 4th goal then? And also, yeah, Atletico beating Barcelona 1-0. Carrasco with the goal.
Someone else we were linked with.
We've always been linked with
Actually, we tried to buy Carrasco, did we not?
Yeah, when he was at China, but obviously...
I think we did, yeah.
Yeah, when he was at China, but I can't remember what happened in the end. Of course, they were heavily linked. It was all but a done deal, and then something happened, and it just went... I think they asked for more money. As it was being done, even though we had already agreed a fee, they started asking for more money or something. I don't know.
Well, I don't think that's legally possible.
I don't know. Something went wrong, but
I mean, if we've already agreed, right? You know, there'd be some sort of like legalization, like in an agreement and whatnot. Like, I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. I don't know.
Well, Guerrero's got the 4th for Dortmund.
He's a good left back, you know.
Well, go on. Get back. Go on. Penalty. I think the penalty's been given to West Brom.
Well, I'm not there yet because I'm not using my fucking Fire TV yet. I'm not using my Fire TV because, I mean, that's more up to date than this one.
Because Bruno's giving it away if it's been given. It'll be a check, but obviously
if it's going to be, you know, Man United aren't you know it's not being given.
Obviously, got to check everything, but yeah, he's claiming he got the ball, but he sort of kicks the air, he takes a swipe at the air, trying to get the ball. There we go, they're checking it now. Does touch? He does touch the legs, and sorry, he does. It does
Just have a look at it here. That's really bad from United. Just open all over midfield here.
Yeah, but you're seeing the second he goes down. Gallagher goes down. He's taking a look. He's gone over to the screen.
I mean, they're complaining. I mean, it didn't look like he got the ball from that angle.
No.
But then again,
that's what I'm saying. He sort of tried to go for the ball, but he takes an air kick. And he
that's a definite penalty.
But he's looking at the screen now, so I don't know whether they might overturn it.
It looks soft. It looks soft from the angle that I've seen it at now.
In slow motion, it looks soft, yeah, but it is what it is. I mean, you've seen him given as well.
And full speed.
I think they're going to decide against it. I think. No penalty.
I don't know, mate. That looks like a pain to me.
Yeah. I'm sorry. He took a swipe at the mid-air. The ball was nowhere near in the air. Basically, he took a swipe and hit the player's leg. Because in any league, the player gets contact, they're going to go down. But the fact his leg is in front of the player's leg anyway, as he's making contact, and the players want to go forward. You know,
the angle that the referee is looking at, right? There's no way he can tell if that's not deliberate or not.
They also slow it down. I don't like when they slow it down. They play it in real time. Showing the replay in real time.
Fernandez, he was looking at the ball. He wasn't looking at the forward's kneecap. I mean, I'm not saying it's like that he's in the right or whatnot, but he's looking at the ball. So I'm guessing from the referee's standpoint, that's why he's not giving it. But me personally, I would have given that.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter if you're looking at the ball or not. If you don't get the ball in that instance, you're risking a penalty. And for me, that's a pen.
Good save from Johnston there. As John says in the chat, watch Man United get a penalty now for even less than that.
I'm telling you now, lads, they're going to win this now.
Oh, dear.
Watch, they'll win this now.
Oh, of course they will.
Nah, it's poor, that.
Manchester United, for fuck's sake.
Is Wan-Bissaka playing as an inverted fullback?
Probably, I don't know.
Because he's at right wing. He's out on the right, yeah, and he just came into central midfield for some ungodly reason. I mean, I shouldn't say an inverted fullback because Ollie probably doesn't even know what an inverted fullback is.
Oh dear! You're giving Ollie too much credit there.
I know. I need to watch it. But be careful, Ryan. If you don't give Ollie credit, you get called like bias against Man United.
We are now 9 away. Oh dear, it's crazy. Oh, TV, let's sort that out.
So
oh dear.
I mean, it does look worse the more you look at that. It looks worse the more you look at that, penalty call.
Yeah, what I don't get is why they show one angle for something as well. They used to show multiple angles from certain positions and let the referee decide. Now it's like one angle, this is the angle we're seeing it, can't give it.
So this is why I don't like VAR, because
it's too controversial still.
There's no consistency.
No.
Like you'll get, for instance, what was it a couple of weeks ago? Actually, no, it was last week. The penalty in the City Liverpool game. I think it was.
Oh yeah, the De Bruyne one. Yeah.
Right. No, not the De Bruyne one. The Salah one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Salah, Mane goes down in the box, right? And after Kyle Walker's, well, quite frankly,
Guess what?
stupid challenge. But also equally up the other end, you could argue that Sterling had a penalty shout similar to it.
Yeah.
So there's no consistency. Like, if you're going to give the one that Mane got, then you give the one that Sterling should have had.
Oh, come on. That's not oh, my days. Seriously? That's been given. You got it. People said it right away. Yeah, United got a penalty in 5 minutes.
Both of these teams are dreadful. Like, can we just call a spade of this now?
Yeah.
Both of these teams are awful. Matt
Acosta's ball, and number 2, whoever that is, sort of turns away with his arms to his chest, and the ball hits him.
Yeah.
As he's fully turned away. But he wants to give it because it's hit the hands, he'll give it.
Yeah. See, this is the problem with the handball rule as well. Players are deliberately aiming for the hand now.
Oh, yeah.
They are. How is that a pen? Like, he did. I didn't even think that. That just he turned his back to me. Like,
giving it. Bruno Fernandes is going to take it anyway. Let's see.
Pathetic,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, come on.
They're giving it, but that's what I'm saying.
Nah.
Come on, Johnston. Come on, Johnston, boy. Come on. I don't care if I get copyrighted now. Fuck them. Come on.
There is no way that is a penalty. That is ridiculous.
Because it's Man United. Come on.
What did I tell you, mate? Watch them win this now. Watch them win it.
Saved it.
How is that a penalty?
That'd be interesting. Was he on his line? Let's have a look.
There's no way that's bad. No way.
The retake. It's getting retaken.
Watch, Ryan, yeah? You'll not have a single English referee at the Euros.
No. He's got to retake it. Came off his line.
No way.
He saved it, but he came off his line, so got to retake it. So he'll score now. Oh, what he wants to is again consistency.
He came off his line before the ball was shot. That's why.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So another chance of Penchester and Fernandes.
It's the right call, though. That's the right call. Like,
yeah, 1-0.
He came off his line before the ball was shot.
Oh yeah, that's why they had to retake it.
I just.
Literally, the referee just walked. The referee comes on the camera. He walks away and raises his eyebrow. Like,
I just don't understand. I just don't understand why goalkeepers do that. Like, really, if you're gonna wait until the ball is shot and then dive, like, you don't need to do that.
Sometimes he's on again. In this penalty, he does come up his on again because he didn't save it. That's okay, apparently. Here we go. Updated.
Yeah.
But still, 56 minutes. There's still time for West Brom to spoil the party and keep that run going. That winless run going. We can hope, guys. We can hope.
Who gives a fuck about Man United, mate? They're not doing anything this season.
You want to tell their fan base that?
I don't really care, mate. I tell that to my fucking brother and my dad every fucking week. And they're just like, no, we'll get top 4. And I'm like, no, you won't. No, you won't.
and I'm the Pope.
Would you still believe that they're salty about our win over them at Old Trafford?
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Although to be fair to my dad, though, he did shake my hand afterwards. So.
Oh dear. Oh, go on. Pass it. Overlap. No. Let's have a date. Let's have a look.
Watch them win now.
Of course they will.
Yeah. Right, so the tables now, I mean, they're 9th, but...
As it stands, but literally, if we win tomorrow, we go above them again anyway.
I know. That's the thing, though. Like, I've seen a lot of people say, oh, we're going to get smashed by Leeds. Like, I don't know about you, mate, but I honestly think we'll win that, like, fairly comfortably as well. I mean, I know Partey's not going to be there, and I know El Neni's not going to be there, but that happens.
Exactly. As long as Arteta sets the best possible team 11 up and bench up, but tactically gets them set up properly to counteract what we all know Leeds are going to do, and then nullifies that. That's half the game. That's half the battle won, and all we've got to do then is score a goal.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not.
Do you know what? Right. See this season. Yeah, I can honestly see Liverpool topping it. I think Chelsea will finish 2nd. I mean, with the amount of money they've invested and the way they're playing right now.
Yeah, the way they've invested, they should do. They should, but that's not always the case.
No.
Especially got fucking Fat Frank in charge.
Well, to be fair to him, he's doing okay. He's doing okay just now. They've only lost 1 game, so they're not doing too bad. Leicester could be up there as well. Like, I mean, okay, they bottled it. They bottled top 4 last year, but you know they're looking good again. So to just discount them would be naive and ignorant, in my opinion.
Yep.
I mean, if you told me 9 games in that Aston Villa would be 6, I would have laughed. Because I just didn't think that would happen. They're a good side, don't get me wrong, but fucking hell.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
1 sec. Oh dear. Well, they got beaten today. Obviously, they've battered us, Villa, the other week. Come back next game at home to Brighton and lost.
But here's the thing, right? I've made my feelings publicly clear on that performance. How it was the players' fault and not the manager. Like,
that's what I don't get about our fan base. That certain people that like to jump on the bandwagon of Arteta because it suits their agenda.
Yeah,
but at the same time, it's like so the players are completely absolved. They take no responsibility.
Mate, I had people comparing it to fucking. I had people comparing the FA Cup win, right, to how when Wenger won it, and I'm like, well, all right, if you want to do that, Wenger had what 22 years in the game.
Yep.
Still making the same mistakes, relying on Cazorla being fit, relying on our injury record, and relying on the same players who make the same fuck ups year in, year out to win us a fucking title. Arteta's not even been in the job a year yet. Okay?
Exactly.
And he's not even had a full season.
Nope.
Like, if you take into account COVID as well, like, COVID, the season being called off, at best, he's had 4 or 5 months. Like, and I'm sorry, but this team is nowhere near as good as people think it is. It's not.
No.
And when I see people saying if you put these players out on the pitch, that, like, you know, X, Y, and Z, right? Then the team is top 4. And I'm like, no, it ain't. No, it ain't.
No, it's just.
And honestly, I'm getting sick and tired of people saying that once Martinelli comes back, he'll be the difference. Bro, he's a young kid.
Well, there's a reason why we're still, in terms of January, you're already looking at more players bringing that'll be a first team player.
We're looking at Szoboszlai, man.
Exactly.
Like, like, I mean, it's okay. That came from the AFC Bell. All right, so you know it's reliable. Okay, the Bell was the Don. Okay, he broke party to everybody. All right, so you know he's a Don, right?
Probably Tom. If you know, you know.
I'm not gonna lie. When that news broke, right, the first thing I thought of was, oh, Tom's gonna go mad now. Don't get me wrong, I love Tom, man. He's brilliant. He really is. He really is. One of the few like Arsenal fans in this community, right, that I actually respect and like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, okay, he has, like, you know, he's humorous and whatnot, but it's humorous in a logical way.
Yeah.
And even though I find his love for Szoboszlai a little bit disturbing, I can't help but laugh at it as well because it was brilliant.
Oh, dear.
But I laugh at it. For those of you that will stooge this off to Tom, I laugh at it in a good way. All right, I find it humorous.
Yeah, Russell saying how long left in the game? About 25 minutes plus injury time. But literally, West Brom just hit the crossbar. Robertson had a shot from outside the box, on the right-hand side, and it literally beats the goalkeeper, all ends up, and literally just bounces off the crossbar. A bit lower, and that's 1-1. Because the keeper was beating all ends up. So, but yeah, back to Dominic, like, bloody hell.
I'm not sure they had that covered, you know.
You didn't. I was just seeing. You're seeing about a minute or so, another angle from behind the goal. And it shows he is beaten all ends up. So that drop.
What is Johnston doing? Good Lord. Imagine coming off your line when you've got Cavani, of all people, running at you.
Well, any player coming at you that's experience at that level. Oh, dear.
Why would he do that? Oh, nah, he was beat. He was beat.
Yeah.
I think that was Robson Canada that, put that.
No, it's, what's the name? Oh, no.
What was it?
How did he miss that? Rashford had a chance. I think it must have been saved because otherwise it doesn't explain how he missed that because he's literally at the goal.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that United got rid of Sam Johnston. Like,
It's shocking.
I mean, from what I've seen of him today, he's not exactly inspired confidence. I mean, there's a reason why you're at West Brom, mate.
Well, even when he was at loan at Villa, weren't he, when they got promoted, they didn't keep him.
No.
Oh, dear.
And they've got a better keeper now, so they won't care.
Mm. 3 points.
They're terrible, West Brom. They're absolutely terrible.
You say United, though, so it's still possible. They could still get a point.
I know, but like they're not exactly.
Oh, they're not all firing all cylinders. No, they're not of the old legendary. No, but as I was saying, going back to the Dominic's transfer side of it, there's I brought it up for a reason, because the fact that we're being linked with him so heavily as well, when so far in advanced talks, shows that the club even know we're not near where we need to be competing for top 4 titles.
Did you hear the talk about Stan putting in his own money as well?
Again, yeah.
Like, are people not going to give him credit for that? Because I've not heard a single person do that.
Oh no. Dortmund finished 5-2 to Dortmund against Hertha Berlin. Guendouzi played the full 90 minutes and Haaland scored 4 to 5. Jesus Christ.
Did Guendouzi score? Did he? Because that's what
I don't think so. I'll check. I'll have to have a look in a sec. Unless people in the chat know who scored for Hertha. I doubt it. It's scored for us in how many games? Don't think he has anyway.
No, he hasn't. He really, really hasn't. Like, he doesn't. Do you know what it is? I don't think Arteta's like worried about sending Guendouzi out on loan or whatnot.
No. Can we tell the fan base that, please?
To be honest with you, mate, like, the warning signs have been there with Guendouzi ever since he arrived. Because if you remember, right, there was rumors about when he first arrived in London, and Melvin's talked about this as well. How he had these like flash cars and women around him as well. Like Rabiot's the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, and when people say, "Oh, we should replace Guendouzi with Rabiot," I CBA with these people, because it's the same thing. Like, you're basically getting like for like.
Yeah.
Like, Rabiot might be more gifted than Guendouzi, but same issue.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a reason why he's not. There's a reason why Rabiot doesn't feature as much for Juve.
Yeah, exactly. There's a reason why PSG sold him to Juve.
In fact, I'm looking up the amount of games he's got for Juve now, right? He's got 34 games, and he signed last season.
Right.
Someone
Ramsey and what, yeah.
And part of that was under. He was signed under Sarri, I think it was.
Yeah.
He played 28 games under Sarri, right?
Mm-hmm.
He got 1 goal and 4 assists in that time. Then, this season, under Pirlo, 6 games, 1 goal.
Woohoo!
So, significantly less.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
oh, dear.
And it doesn't even highlight how many of those were, starting either. Like, when it comes to Rabiot, man, I know.
I've never rated him when he was at PSG anyway. I I think he was just linked with us for the sake of it, just to sell fucking
I
papers and whatever.
do remember when he was linked with Tottenham, though. I'm just like, yeah, you can have him. I mean, he's playing tonight. Juve are 2-0 up against Cagliari. Like, he's playing well, but it's Cagliari, man.
It's not Inter Milan, is it? Come on.
Nah. Although Juve Pirlo playing a 4-4-2 though, like with Morata and fucking Ronaldo, the dream team. Well, no, not the dream team. The dream team would be Dybala and Ronaldo.
Yeah. What are they doing here? Oh, has that worked? Could it work? Oh, De Gea comes out and saves their ass. You're seeing the set what I'm on about.
Yeah.
I'm not losing my mind from it.
I didn't think you were, mate. I didn't think you were.
That'll be tomorrow if we fucking get done over it tomorrow.
I don't think we will, man.
Nah,
we'll be fine.
As I said, if as long as Arteta sets the team up in a way that nullifies what Leeds are expected to do and what they always do to anyone, that's after battle one. They'll frustrate the fuck out of them. They won't do nothing then. Just don't do what we've done before against Villa and all that, and just let them go. Come at us. Have all this time in the world. Have a shot. Why not? Defend? What's defending? I mean, it's one game, notably. I know it's literally one game, but it's just frustrating that literally everything up to that point defensively was, with all due respect, really good compared to what we've been used for the last 15 years. Yeah. And for one game, they've all switched off and literally like, he's out of his depth, he's this, he's that. I'm sorry, are the players absolved of responsibility now for doing their actual jobs, what they're paid on a weekly basis to do? It's extraordinarily high wage.
Well, and here's the thing. This is why I turn off my phone during games, during Arsenal games as well, because it's such a peaceful way of watching it. Like, not having to fucking look at how toxic Arsenal Twitter is, like, during the game. Like, imagine turning on your own manager just because a manager from a rival, and a hated rival that is doing
okay. So far. This is what I'm saying. Literally, I didn't even say it at the start of this stream. I think into the last stream. People suddenly forgot, the media and all that. All these pundits are suddenly forgetting. Beginning of the season, Tottenham, first game of the season, lost 1-0 to Everton. Second home game, 1-1 to Newcastle.
They don't jump to a shit Newcastle team.
Yeah, and they dropped. They were 3-0 up in the London derby at home to West Ham. 82 minutes, finished 3-3, and people suddenly forgot all that because they beat Man City. And they sort of picked a bit of form up. You bloody fucking do that.
This isn't the Man City team that got 100 points, all right? This is a Man City team that is completely out of it. And for whatever reason, Pep's personal life is affecting what's going on with the team. Because he's just like, if we win, cool. If we don't, Like, no one can tell me that doesn't have an impact on the players, because it does. Like, if you see your manager just shrug his shoulders, you're just going to be like, well, what am I bothering for? Do you know what I mean? Like, if that was Arteta, right, do you think these players would react? I honestly think they'd be worse than what they are.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I still rate Pep Guardiola, like I always will, because let's not disrespect what Pep's done in this country. right? The first ever team to do back-to-back leagues since Man United in 08.
Yeah.
Like, that is... that cannot be understated as how impressive that is, right? Because if doing back-to-back leagues was so easy, right, plenty of teams would have done it. I would argue the Chelsea team under Mourinho could have done it. You know what I mean? Like, if the players didn't drop arse, right? I honestly think that Chelsea team, if they didn't drop arse and they brought a couple of players in just to strengthen a few positions here and there, right? If they had done that, they would have done back-to-back leagues. And especially if they got Gareth Bale at that time. If they got Gareth Bale at that time, they would have won the league absolutely. Not even doubting it. Not this Gareth Bale, that year's Gareth Bale. Because Gareth Bale in 2015 was, without question, one of the best in the world.
Exactly.
But they didn't. The fact that Pep's managed to do what he's done, winning the domestic treble, which again hasn't been done. A treble hasn't been done since United in '99.
And that was the treble. That was the Champions League, and
that was the Champions League and the FA Cup. But he did what's not been done before: the domestic treble.
Yeah.
You can say like, oh, but Pep's dominated La Liga. He's dominated Bundesliga, but that's easy. Like, doing the domestic treble in England is not easy.
No.
Like, because if it was, Man United would have done it. We would have done it.
We would have done it in that Invincible season. We would have done it if it was that easy.
Exactly. Like, but Pep's managed to do it. Granted, he's had a lot of money to spend, but what he's achieved in this country, for me, has been largely disrespected. Now, that doesn't mean he's immune from criticism. But at the same time, I don't think they're going to find another manager that's better than Pep.
Of course, and that's another reason why I think they gave the contract yesterday, because for the first time since these owners have come in, they haven't got a plan after Pep.
Exactly. And do you know what I think that also means? The fact that they've offered him a 2-year contract.
Well, 1 year. The option.
I think that also means that they know that Pochettino has flat out said no to go to Manchester City. He's like, I'm going to wait for the United job. And you know, that says a lot about Man City.
Because, you can have all the money in the world and buy all the success.
There's two things that says to me. Number one, it suggests that Manchester United still have that pool, right? There's 3 clubs in England, right, that have that pool regardless of what's going on the pitch. Man United, Liverpool, Arsenal.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, look, Allegri said twice he's been offered a job. First time it fell through, I don't know what happened. Second time last year, he wanted a job, but he wanted to wait till the summer because he wanted the pre-season. He didn't want to come in halfway through the season. He wanted a job.
Exactly. If Arsenal didn't have that pool, then why are top managers sniffing around the job? Begging,
literally, like, from the second it's available, like, I want it, and having conversations and saying, this is the plan, this is da-da-da-da. And the fact that he's been approached first and he says, yeah, no problem. But the thing is, I don't want to, like always, I don't want to come halfway through the season. Can we wait till the summer? Have somebody in as an interim for now. I'll come in the summer, rejig things about, put my stamp on things in the summer because I can't really do that halfway through the season. Is a lot harder than what it is. But the fact that he's saying them things speaks volumes, and we were in a mess. For fuck's sake.
I know. And then you look at Liverpool, right?
The flop, yeah.
Up until now, right?
Mm-hmm.
They've been pretty bad. You know what I mean? Like they've had average managers, they've had average teams. Like the team that won the Champions League under Rafa Benitez, right? In my opinion, nowhere near this Liverpool side now.
No.
Not even close, right? But what they did have was that fighting spirit, and believe me, that can get you a long way, you know.
Yeah, it proved it obviously at the time.
Exactly. You're 3-0 down to arguably one of the best Milan sides I've seen.
It's young team. It's a very young team, a hungry team as well. Young
Exactly.
Shevchenko in his palm.
I know.
Erlo just coming through the ranks. Maldini, Nesta, Dida.
It's funny that because Chelsea bought him that summer.
Yeah, and he just went. Oh dear, I just loved it.
Actually, was it that summer?
What was it? That was
it was either that summer or the next one.
It was the following one. It was that was in 2005, wasn't it? 2006 summer they got him.
Yeah, it would have been the 2006 summer. Yeah. So, but still, Shevchenko was
his pomp,
right? Yeah. Unreal. And this is just me personally, right? But I think he kind of fucked up by going to Chelsea.
Oh yeah, he went for the money. It's clear. It's like Adebayor with a bit of the City thing. It's all based on.
I don't think it was that. I just think Mourinho bought him just so no one else could have him.
I don't think Mourinho wanted him because I think it was what's name that wanted him. Roman wanted him. You know, obviously Mourinho trying to resist, but the owner has the final say because it's his money. Hence why in a few weeks of the season, after losing to Villa 2-0, I think it was, and they're Dasher Young and all that, he got sacked the next day, didn't he? And that's like 4 games into the season. That's defending champions. And what was it? Avon Grant, of all people, someone I've even heard of, their director of football at the club at the time, got given the job on a full-time basis. Got to a Champions League final, by the way, that season. Got them to second in the league from where they were, and got sacked.
Exactly. Like you look at that Liverpool team that faced Milan, they weren't even remotely they weren't on Milan's level, right?
No, literally, as I was saying, you had Dida, Yap Stan, Kaka, Perlo. As I said, what's his name? Denilson. Is it Denilson? Like he's the older Denilson. Or something. Edison. That's it. Edison. Sorry.
Yeah.
Shevchenko, the guy from Denmark as well. Van Thomason.
Was it? I don't know. Like, I remember that season was absolutely mental. Like
Hernan Crespo as well.
Oh, don't even remind me of that, Don. You know what I mean? Oh God! Do you know what? Right? If there's one player who played for a rival that I would have loved at Arsenal, it was Crespo. It was Crespo. It was Crespo. My man was mint. Like he was so damn good. Like Crespo, do you know what? Crespo would actually play for AC Milan as well. He's actually played for AC and Inter. That's just mad. Like, what? Oh, man.
Be on end all that AC Milan that season, that team was another level.
Yeah, man.
Nowhere way above and beyond where Liverpool were at the time.
I know. You look at that Milan team of the 05 final, yeah? You had Dida in goal, Cafu, Jaap Stam, Nesta, Maldini. Like,
straight away.
Bro, that defense is mad.
Gattuso.
Like, and then Pirlo, Gattuso, and Clarence Seedorf.
Yep, Kaká as well.
Midfield, Kaká in the hole, Shevchenko and Crespo up front. Like, bro, if you're talking about Milan teams down the years, right, that has to be that has to be one of the top ones, easy. Like, I mean, oh god! And to add to that, right, they had fucking Rui Costa on the bench.
Yeah,
Rui Costa, bruv. Like, come on.
Jan Dale Thomason as well.
Yeah, they did. I mean, fun fact for you though. Can you guess who was the manager of that team?
Carlo Ancelotti.
There you go.
Don Carlo.
Man was I like Carlo, man. I don't have a problem with Carlo at all. You know, but he's managing Everton now, so you know. The fact that he was at Milan for 8 years, like, that's mental.
And that's the success he had as well.
I know.
As a manager, not just domestically in Europe as well. Fucking made him
3 Champions League winners medals, mate. More than any other manager in football history. More than Sir Alex. Like,
oh dear. Yeah, Alex only got 2, didn't he, his entire time?
Yeah.
Entirety. But it's no coincidence, obviously, after he left and left Milan to go to Chelsea, and there's no coincidence that obviously Milan has dropped, the standard at Milan and did drop off to where it is now.
To be fair, they are top of the league right now. They are top of the league right now.
Oh god, here we go. Apparently another penalty. Calling to Taiwan in the chat.
I can guess who this is going to.
Penalty save United.
What did I tell you, mate? They were going to win this. Like, as soon as that penalty wasn't given to West Brom, you knew this was only going one way.
No, you literally called it not even 5 minutes though. Fuck's sake.
I know.
Oh dear. And apart from that chance where it hit the crossbar, we've got 4 minutes injury time, by the way, guys. Apart from that chance hit the crossbar, they haven't done anything West Brom to test De Gea. Oh god, Menina's gone off on one already.
Yeah. What's she got off about this time?
She's singing the Earl song.
Oh no.
Oh dear. Bit too early, according to the target that it reached.
Oh, man. What? Bit too early for that, isn't it?
Exactly. Still not away about me. Oh dear, got it off. Let's have a look. Oh, might be 8 at once there. Let's have a look. No, still 9. Oh dear.
You'll get there eventually, man. I wouldn't worry.
Oh yeah, literally. But no, I'm not even, just double checking. But literally, before I think we'll smash it before going live tomorrow. Probably overnight it'll be smashed, and I'll wake up like, boom.
Oh yeah.
Oh dear.
Where's the 4 minutes come from? Seriously, like this
Probably,
game's
probably,
this game's been boring. Like
probably
we've
all
just been talking about other shit because this game's been so boring.
yeah, probably from the old taking time to fucking check for the first penalty that should have been given.
Probably. Yeah. But on the allure thing, like there's like I said, there's three clubs, right, that without question have that allure. It's Man United, Liverpool, Arsenal. Even with Liverpool, like they've had some really bad teams. Like they have. Like because I remember Liverpool under Gerard Houllier.
Yeah.
They were terrible.
Yeah.
Like they were actually terrible. Like and once Rafa left, they never recovered from that.
No.
I mean, they appointed Roy Hodgson. Like and he just
went backwards.
And Liverpool were like, oh, just give him time, give him time, give him time. But there's certain managers that just don't fit certain clubs. And Roy Hodgson and Liverpool, it's a marriage that just wouldn't work. And that's what happened. And they bring in Kenny after that. Did quite well. You know, won a League Cup.
Ship the ship and all that, yeah. Could
have won a double if Czech didn't make that amazing save in the final.
Yeah. From Carroll, yeah.
And then they sack him. They bring in Rodgers. Has an okay first season. They finished 7th, I think it was. But they brought in Sturridge in January. They brought in Coutinho. And then the season following that, they had one of the best seasons that Liverpool's had in a long time. Probably since Rafa Benitez. Suarez, Sturridge, and Sterling were absolutely phenomenal that season. I remember that 5-1 against us and thinking, fucking hell, this is some of the best football I've ever seen in my life. Like, I remember that game vividly, right? Just watching them ripping us apart at will, and it was just, it's tough to watch. But Rodgers, he got second. And then the season after that, he brings in Balotelli, which, I mean, that was never going to work.
No.
That was never going to work. You knew it from... Like, you're just thinking to yourself, all right, 60 million, you're thinking, all right, maybe we can get a player out of him, but... Ultimately, that was one of Rodgers' downfalls. You know, bringing in Balotelli. Because generally, when you bring in a player, right, and they go for a cheap price, right, you're thinking Mario Balotelli, you know, a young kid, you're thinking, okay, should be in excess of 30 to 40 million, right? The fact that he went to Liverpool for 16, that for me would raise alarm bells.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking hell, yeah.
But
where's he now anyway? Because he's free, isn't he? He's a free agent.
I think the last thing I looked, right? Well, actually, the last thing I remember, right, and I remember looking at this on like Sky and whatnot. I think it was like Barnsley were in for him.
Yeah, yesterday, I heard about that yesterday. Yeah,
which, I mean, he's not the kind of player that's going to drag a team. Like,
yeah,
because
it was just a name. Literally, it was just literally. Oh, it's Balotelli. He did work at City, so you know what? Let's bring him in at Liverpool because he won a. It's not
even that, mate. He's worked under some class managers. You look at fucking Mourinho at Inter. He didn't want him.
No, because he always caused trouble. That's why. That's the thing.
Exactly. And then you look at, you know, Mancini had him at City. Yeah, he was brilliant and everything, but he didn't really wow people at City, really, because if he did, he'd still be there.
Yeah.
Like, and then Milan under, well, no, it wasn't Milan, Prandelli as well. Like, these guys are no mugs, man. Like,
No.
jeez. I mean, and then the Milan side he was in, not the first time, the second time. I watched him that season. He was dreadful. Like, he was one of the worst. Like, I don't know, man. I just, with Balotelli, right? I never get the feeling that he was ever going to be anything special.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he just doesn't
give that aura.
No, he doesn't strike me as, I don't know, man. He's, Giuliani brought him in, right? But I'll look at that Milan side, and it's just, well, Gandini brought him in, right? But he went for 20 million euros, man.
Yeah.
Like 20 million euros and with add-ons, right? And Mancini's quotes about it, right? They're actually interesting. One of his quotes was, and I quote, "like another one of my children." Like, the only thing he got wrong in saying was he could become one of the best players in the world.
Russ says in the chat side. He says, "I don't think Balotelli was ever really that interested in football. He liked all the stuff that went with it, but didn't put the effort in the training."
Yeah. Too much too soon, lads. Too much too soon.
Also, Atletico finished the game 1-0. The first time in 10 years they've beaten Barcelona at home.
Oh.
And
been breaking all sorts of records. Good ones, either.
Jesus. And big up John in the chat was also saying, "You guys depressed after Mourinho masterclass earlier and Pep boarding further." Not really. It's Tottenham. They do these things, or they have this good spout of form, and then suddenly they do the typical Spurs thing and balls it all up. Especially, literally, as I said earlier, games are now for the teams in Europe, us, them, Leicester, Liverpool, City, United, and Chelsea. Games are going to come thick and fast now. So they're going to slip up at some point. They haven't got the squad depth to maintain this going forward for the next month and a half, at least. So the Tottenham thing doesn't really bother me. I don't see him winning the title. I don't see him long term competing this season for the title.
I don't see them doing anything. Like, what have they done that suggests to anybody that they're going to do anything? Right? They're having a good little period, right? Every team has this good little period, right? It's the rough patch that you have to watch out for. You can quote me on this, yeah? Tottenham are going to end up exactly the way they always do. They win nothing, right? In fact, you know what? I'm in a generous mood. I'll give them that, right? Mourinho generally, his tactics are just Like, I mean, that might suit Tottenham actually, because they're not, contrary to what people want to say, they're not a big club, man. They're not a big club. They're not a big club.
No, do you want to tell us? Can you tell the media that? Like, can you tell Sky and BBC that, please?
I wish I could. I put it on them hard. Do you know what I mean? Get me in the press box. I'll show you what's what. No. I'd be terrible in the press box, man. I'd get thrown out in the first question.
Where's they lost?
But they're not a big club, man. They're not. Well, in the same way it always does, with them winning nothing, they chose to get sacked.
Yeah, look at this.
The reason they brought him was to win a trophy. He's not going to do that because,
he's not in Spurs' facility to do that.
They're not. Mourinho's the type of guy, that needs a blank checkbook.
Yeah.
Spurs don't have a checkbook. In fact, Spurs don't, they don't have well, the reason he went to United, the reason he went to Chelsea, the reason Chelsea and United specifically, they have blank checkbooks. Because Man United can essentially, print money. Like, because they're the biggest club in the world and whatnot. And, Chelsea, they've got a Russian oil car as their owner. Like, but with Spurs,
got nothing.
One, they're still paying the new stadium off, and it's costing them more than they originally anticipated.
Because of what's going on with COVID as well. That's got to
exactly. And then, if Mourinho doesn't get his way, like Pochettino didn't,
exactly.
A lot of people fail to realize that Pochettino asked for certain stuff, yet Daniel Levy told him no, and that's why the two broke off.
Yeah, and things got sour as they did. Yeah.
If you think it's going to end any differently with Mourinho, I swear you are delusional, mate. It ain't happening. All right. What will happen is once Mourinho realizes that he's not going to get what he wants at Tottenham, right? He'll do what he always does. He'll throw a temper tantrum, throw his toy, and then he'll just throw his toys at the pram, saying, "I demanded this. The club weren't backing me, right?" Putting on a little sob story for the media, and the media will be like, "Oh, poor Mourinho, Tottenham aren't backing him, this, that, and the other." And what will happen? He'll get sacked because the players will just lose interest with him. It happened with United. It happened at Chelsea. It happened.
Real Madrid.
Yeah. Well, it did happen with Real Madrid. Inter Milan is really the only one where that didn't happen.
Yeah. But literally, with Real Madrid, it sort of did happen as well, because if you look at it, he wanted to drop Casillas in that last season he was there, and the revolt he got from the board, the fans, and everything, and the outpour from the players. So, in that sense, he did do. Sort of, no, he got backed, but not. He didn't get backed in that time. It was different because it was him dropping a player. It's like the club captain, wasn't it? No. So it's like, how dare you do this? And he had everyone on his back. Even the media didn't like him. And he didn't like the media. The reason he broke his neck to come back to England for Chelsea Part 2 and all that, because he loves the media and the media love him, so to speak.
No. I mean, with the United one, right? And I can't even believe I'm going to say this. I actually sympathise with him as far as United go, right? Because he simply stated to the board, "I want Toby Alderweireld," right? Say what you want about Mourinho, right? But no one on that Man United board is more qualified than Jose Mourinho on, football matters, right? And My question would be, who is qualified enough on that Manchester United board to tell Mourinho that he can't sign X, Y, and Z? That's where I have a little bit of sympathy for Mourinho, right? Granted, it's a shred of sympathy. It's not even that much, right? But still, that doesn't mean I like him. I hate his guts, right? And Arsenal fans should hate Mourinho's guts. I mean, let's just think about what this man has said about our club. Think.
Yeah. People still wanted him back in this time last year.
Come on. Like, Wenger doesn't talk about him in his book, and why would he? Why would you focus on the negative aspects? Like, why? But of course, he has to comment on it, right?
Because it's all about him.
And make it all about him. Like, he's like, well, he comes out with, I'm not surprised because he's never beat me. Well, actually, Jose, he did. He beat you. Also, he beat you 2-0 at the Emirates when you were a Man United manager. But you fail to realise that. I know it was a nothing game, but still, win's a win, right? But he has this thing. He has to make it all about him.
Yeah.
And you know what? I laugh. I laugh at the Tottenham fans who are loving life right now because I'm telling you now, this will all come crashing down around them. It will. It will. And I'll be right here, ready to laugh, telling all the people that are sucking them off right now, I told you so.
Exactly. But it's like I said earlier, suddenly, because they've got a bit of a run together all of a sudden, they've forgotten the bad results this season already. The 1-0 defeat to Everton, the 1-1 draw with one shot against them, against Newcastle, and that was a penalty at the last minute because they switched off. And then 3-0 up in a London derby at home, fans or no fans, and in an 82nd minute, it goes 3-1, 3-2, and then the last shot of the game, 3-3. But that's okay, apparently. That's title winning, apparently. But again, people forget about it. When the team's in good form, people forget the bad stuff. As soon as they drop out of form again, I don't know, mate. Top form maybe from. This season's going to be topsy-turvy all over the place. No one's going to be as consistent as we've seen for the last 3 years in terms of winning a title, in the sense of walking away with it or being that consistent to get yourself to the title. This is going to be so tight this year. But Tottenham getting nowhere near it.
No. On the title, though, if you had to put money on it now, who'd you go with?
I think City. Today's confirmed City and getting nowhere near it. That's confirmed. That's rammed it home today.
They'll probably get top 4 City, but they won't win.
Obviously, they'll be in top 4 by the end of the season, but they won't. They're getting nowhere near the title. Let's put it that way.
No.
Leicester again, they'll fall short. Honestly, I think Liverpool will just do it just by the skin of the teeth this time, though. Just because they have enough in attack.
Right. So you're thinking Liverpool.
Liverpool, because people will say Chelsea, and yeah, obviously because the attacking talent they've got. But again, it's like when I've said this season, even before the season even started, they've addressed areas in the attack fantastic, and they've got a goalkeeper in, who, by the way, did make a mistake. By the way, in the early minutes of today's game.
Yeah, but he doesn't. Ryan, here's the thing, right? Mendy's better than Kepa.
Oh, he's better. No,
Kepa made consistent mistakes. Mendy's made one since he's been here.
I'm not dissing him completely. I'm not saying he's a shit goalkeeper, but I'm saying it's early days. You can't just because he's there.
I know what you mean. I'm just putting it into context.
Especially more so, it's the defensive side of things that with Chelsea. They're not solid enough against the better teams. That's where they're going to come up short. And they've got, I think it's City next week or Tottenham they've got next. Have a look.
Do you know what? I'd actually like to see how Tottenham do against Chelsea, because Chelsea are actually playing well right now. I mean, I hate that club, but they're doing well.
I just want to find out who they've got next. The app actually wants to work today. That'd be great.
Let's see.
Here we go.
Right.
Premier League.
It's not on the Saturday.
Sunday.
Can't go further than that.
Yeah, Chelsea Spurs next week. Next Sunday, 4:30 kickoff. Then we're afterwards, 7:15 against Wolves. Because of our respective Europa League games.
I hate that. Honest to God, man, I hate these 7:15 kickoffs, man.
I know, it's just ridiculous. But so next week, I hate to say it, but going by the form and the way Chelsea are in the defensive side of things, they're going to get found out again. Like they did with Liverpool, and Thiago came on for Liverpool in that second half, and they got torn apart from even though it was down to 10 men. The same thing's going to happen next week. Very confident attack of Tottenham with the likes of Son and all that, who's scoring for fun. Yeah, it pains me to say it, but everyone wants to talk about form and all that. Chelsea.
Here's the thing, right? I've not been overly impressed with Tottenham this season, right? People can talk about form all they like, yeah, but ultimately, you got to look at the teams that they've played, right? You know, West Brom away, right? We watched West Brom tonight. They were abysmal.
Yeah.
Right? They were abysmal. Right?
And they struggled with that game, though. They
struggled against Brighton as well, right? Because if you know, they struggled against Brighton as well. All right? And they scraped against Burnley. Like, who are they actually impressing?
The media lovies.
Exactly. But then you look at Chelsea on the other hand, right? All right.
You mean Spurs on the other hand?
All right. They drew with Man United, right? But Old Trafford, you know.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Like, that can happen. That can happen, all right? They then beat Burnley away from home. The same Burnley that Tottenham scraped against, by the way.
Yeah.
They then spanked Sheffield United 4-1 and a 2-0 win against Newcastle, that is traditionally their bogey team.
Yeah, today, yeah.
Right?
It was like work for them today as well. They didn't have to get into gear.
And then you look at their European performances. 4-0 against Krasnodar and then 3-0 against Rennes. Right? Tottenham lost to Antwerp. All right? So, with that lot, chill. All right? Chill.
That's what I'm saying. Literally, it's good.
If I had to put money on that game now, Chelsea-Tottenham, Chelsea win all day long.
That'd be interesting. I might do a watch long for that anyway, just to obviously build up for the our game, the aftermath, well, before our game, so just a bit of build up, that's all. So if you're around, obviously, next Sunday, feel free to join me and all that and keep me company.
I don't know if I will be, mate. I'm going to my folks' house that week. But
yeah, that's all right. No worries.
Listen, right. If I had to put money on who's going to win the league now, I mean, my head says Liverpool. But you know that outside bet that you might just put a few quid on?
Yeah, like the one no one expects, sort of.
Yeah. Looking at the league table, do you know what? Leicester might be worth a shout, you know.
Yeah, the thing that threw me off with Leicester is obviously, as like John says, John Avegia is a dark horse Leicester, the thing that sort of throws me off with Leicester is how they've dropped off last season. That was going for top 4. That's what's putting me off at the moment. If they can sort of change my mind and sort of put,
they've got a game in hand though. They're only 2 points off of Tottenham. So if they win their game in hand, they're top of the league again.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is because they did this start to the season last season, and literally turn of the year, it'll fall apart for them. The form wise, if they could get to the year of obviously being in this where they are now and continue that, then maybe you know what, I could start believing in them, maybe doing that, causing that upset again and doing that.
Well, do you know what their game in hand is? Liverpool at Anfield. There we go.
Okay. Tomorrow. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
Leeds Arsenal and then Liverpool Leicester. That'll be something. Woo.
Imagine Liverpool lost that. Bloody hell! So what would that give them? That'd keep them 4th as well, wouldn't it? By 2 points away.
That is going to. I don't know.
Assuming we were to look up on the table one sec. If it lets me, 1 second. Get the table up.
I can look at it now. Hold on.
Yeah, if we win.
Liverpool are on 17 points. Leicester are on 18. So if Liverpool win,
they go 2 points ahead of Leicester.
No. Well, yeah, 2 points ahead of Leicester. If they win against Leicester, they would be second.
If they were to lose, they'd be 4 points behind Leicester.
But if Leicester win,
it's a 4-point
gap in the league again. Because they'd be 1 point above that lot.
Yeah. And also, then at the same time, that same breath, if we were to win, there's a touch and wood here.
Don't say if we were to win, all right? Don't say if, okay? When we win.
Okay, when we win, and obviously Liverpool were to lose, we'd be 2 points off the champions, and we'd be 6th or 7th on goal difference.
Well,
give or take.
Well, Villa lost today, right?
Villa lost today. So if we win tomorrow, when we win tomorrow,
the highest we could probably get would be 7th.
Depending on our goal difference and all that.
Because of our goal difference, yeah. But that said, if Liverpool lose tomorrow, right, that's just only 2 points off them. And listen, if someone said to you, right, that we would be 2 points off the champions going into December, right, you'd be thinking to yourself, wait, what?
But what are you smoking? Who are you? Where's your time machine? Prove it.
Probably. Oh God.
But yeah, what was it? Just look at it now. So we're 1-1. Villa on goal. Yeah, so literally the highest we can get it. Villa to win tomorrow is 7th because of the goal difference. Yeah.
Actually, that kind of reminds me because I think Everton play Fulham before we play, so I think we have to chalk that off as an Everton win because Fulham are terrible.
It depends what Everton turn up if Rodriguez turns up.
To be fair, they have lost 3 games running now. So.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying. It depends what Everton turn up now. If Fulham actually took their chances, they wouldn't be in the position they're in. It's like they don't take their chances.
They beat West Brom 2-0.
I think that's the only win, isn't it, this season? The West Brom game. Yeah,
they've lost to
us.
The last couple of games they've lost to Brentford 3-0 in the cup, man. That's
that's what I'm saying. But
they lost to Wolves. They drew with Sheffield.
West Ham they could have a draw, but they fucking penalty idiot.
And they lost to West Ham.
Yeah, they could have had
their last. Whereas Everton, their last.
The last 2 they've lost. I think last 2 or 3 they've lost in a row.
Yeah, the last 2 or 3 they've lost. United 3-1. They lost to Newcastle 2-1, and then they lost to Southampton. So they haven't exactly.
They're not exactly in good form in this defensively anyway.
They're really, really not.
They sort of dropped off. As I'm saying, it depends on if we get the Everton that's gone into the international break play tomorrow. Fulham might have a chance. If we get the Fulham before them 3 games, when the season initially started, the first 4 or 5 games in, it's going to be a slaughterhouse at Goodison Park tomorrow. All due respect to all vegans and vegetarians.
Yeah, I mean, listen, one result can change everything.
Yeah,
and listen, it's too early to kind of look at the league table and be like, this is where we'll finish, right? Yes, week by week it's starting to form a shape. But still, you got to take it game by game, man.
Yeah, definitely. It could be topsy-turvy. Every week's going to be fucking random results you don't expect. So, and we would have butted a joke last time around the last match day because of the random result that came our way. But it is what it is. Obviously, tomorrow we've got the watch-along for Leeds v Arsenal. That's definitely going ahead. 4 o'clock will be going live. 4:30 kickoff. I've got myself, Melvin as it stands, Andrew. I'm waiting to hear back on Richard. I did ask him earlier. I'll have a look. If you get back to me, I'll read it. Because I've been watching the stream, haven't I? So I don't know. Nothing yet. See what's going on. I'll wait to hear back on Richard. I'm trying to think else now. I'm waiting to hear back on a few others as well. And once I know for definite, you guys will know, obviously, as I announce it. I'll do the stuff on social media, I know. And I'll put it in the description box who's coming on as well, once I know for definite who's definitely up for it in this, that, and the other. But he's definitely got Melvin, we've definitely got Andrew, and myself. That's 3 for the price of 1. And are you around tomorrow? Are you busy?
I'm not busy tomorrow, man. I'll be watching the game just like you guys. But
if you want, you're more than welcome to come on as well.
Yeah, man. I'll tell you what, right? Just send me the link before you go live, and if I can join, I'll join. If I can't, I can't.
Yeah, that's no worries. That's fine. Richard's going to let me know in the morning. Just messaged me now saying he's going to let me know in the morning. So it's obviously something. That's cool. And yeah, obviously got that, and possibly, maybe, depending on what happens with our game, depending on what happens with our result and all that, what mood I'm in, I might do a watch on for the Liverpool Leicester game. Might be the operative word at the moment. Just play it by ear, and hopefully, again, the way things are going, perfect way to end the weekend. Hit the milestone of 1K and get an Arsenal win. Let's get back on track, please, because no more memes coming our way for once. That'd be great. And then if we do, and when we do win tomorrow, because I'm not going to say because get my head ripped off by Colin. When we do win tomorrow, use that as the foundation to.
I just don't like it when someone says "if," right? If we win, we will win. All right.
When we win tomorrow, use them as the foundations going forward, and let's put a fucking consistent run. For fuck's sake, I'm sick of this. Win a couple of games and lose. Win a couple of games and lose, and having the fucking 4 for 4 as we are currently at, with 4 games won, 4 games lost. Bollocks. Sort of goal difference out as well. But there's 9 games in it. We could be possibly, in 24 hours' time, we could be 2 points off the defending champions if results go our way. Touch wood. But yeah, obviously, as I said, going live at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 4 o'clock tomorrow lunchtime, afternoon, whatever you call it, because it gets dark around that time anyway. And yeah, until then, guys, enjoy the rest of your evening. You've literally had most of the day from like 12:30 or 20 past 12 this afternoon throughout the whole day, pretty much. I think you're all sick of me, but you have one more stream, at least one more stream, and that's tomorrow. Hopefully by then.
Mine's full time hours out here.
I'm not getting paid. I don't get paid for either. I do it for free.
No, man. Come on. Show some love, bro.
Oh, dear. And as always, if you're new to the channel, do hit the subscribe button. Smash that like button. And Colin, also, where can people find you as well? Because Nina did put the link in the chat earlier as well.
Yes, she did. Big up Melina for that. Hype girl in the building. But you can. I'm sure you'll put the link in the description as well. But
I do that now, actually.
Listen, head over to Watch Arsenal, right? Because we do well. I mean, we've got the Arsenal and Chill podcasts with Ola, which are always a laugh. I mean, Ola is just different level, but we bounce off each other. Do you know what I mean? I mean, granted, I was extremely bouncy this week, all because of Scotland. Screw you. But
Scotland.
Oh, don't even bother. Don't even.
Bring on the one playing. Bring on the summer.
That England game is going to be a nightmare. By the way.
As we said,
I can just see it now.
As we both agreed at the time, we've got to do a watch long for that, for definite. Proper build up as well, not just like 3 minutes before the kickoff, half hour, 45 minutes before kickoff. Get on here, get the stream going. Imagine, no matter what happens, either you're going to be happy or I'm going to be happy, and one's going to be pissed and one's not.
Well, to be fair, I think you're more than likely to want to be pissed because of Southgate.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say something else, but you sure?
Anyway, like, as far as the content on the channel goes, obviously we've got the Arsenal and Chill podcast with Ola. I tend to do like little catch-ups as well if something does need my attention. The last one I did was after Villa because I was fuming, and rightly so. And, you know, when there's like big things coming out of the club, and I don't consider this little spat with Ceballos and Luiz like major. Like, it's not something I would openly have a chat with you guys about. It's something that I would cover or kind of like go into elsewhere because, like I said, it's not a big deal. Like, you know, training spats happen all the time. It's not like isolated incidents. So it's not something that I would do. But we will have the occasional one-off chat as well. And even though I'm not doing it this week, I do intend to go back on Twitch again and resume the Arsenal save on Football Manager 21. We're actually doing not too bad. We're top of the league, I think. And, I mean, I've had a rough start, man. I mean, Leicester, United, City in the fourth round of the League Cup. I mean,
rather you than me.
Does this game not like me? Fuck's sake, man.
Oh dear.
All right, I drew with Leicester and I beat United, but still, like, come on. Like, give me a favorable run.
Now you know how Emery felt the first two games of the season last.
Yeah.
It came in. I mean, also people saying obviously before we finished the stream, literally we were talking about Taiwan. I think mentioned Villarreal doing well against Real Madrid, and I sort of said, well, it's no surprise he's doing well now over in La Liga with Villarreal because what he wants to try and implement with the club and all that, his philosophy is easier to get across because he's speaking his native language to the players, whereas he had that language barrier, and for whatever reason he had that arrogance sort of that he didn't want to hire an interpreter.
A manager, like I don't think he's a bad manager.
No, all it was at Arsenal was the language communication.
What it was that he wasn't able. He couldn't speak the language.
Yeah.
Right, and he either didn't care enough or didn't care to improve on it.
It's like I learned a little bit, but that's all you're going to get, sort of, basically.
And besides that, right, you look at his past, right? This is a guy who was laughed out of Russia.
Hmm.
This is a guy who West Ham turned down. West Ham, bro.
Just before we went for him, by the way.
Yeah. Like, Emery comes with a reputation, right? And that reputation is cowardice.
Hmm.
I don't think he's a bad manager, right? But I don't think he's the right manager for us. Like I said earlier, right? There's certain managers that suit certain clubs. And Emery doesn't suit Arsenal, bro. Simple as that.
Well, great.
And Russ, answer your question. Wednesday, all right? All had his birthday on Wednesday this week, so we had to go a day later or a day earlier.
Hmm.
But the back watch is on the channel. So if you want to watch it and have me, being all bouncy because of Scotland, then go. Sweet.
Breaking news, by the way, for anyone in England. It doesn't affect you, Colin, because it said breaking news. England to enter tougher Tier 3 system of COVID restrictions when national lockdown ends on December 2nd. So effectively, it's a lockdown, but worded differently. It's effectively,
in essence,
it's still a lockdown.
So in essence, that means that Boris Johnson and his band of clowns are completely clueless.
Yep, and basically they've worded. They're basically all they've done is basically you're saying in lockdown, guys, but we're going to word it differently to think you thickos can't cotton on. Because Tier 3 is basically lockdown. It's literally what we're in now. Literally everything's closed. You can't go to gyms, this, that, and the other. If you think we're going through in England now, it's the exact same what a Tier 3 is. Ask Liverpool. Ask everyone up north. I mean, it's just, yeah, it's proving right, but it's just literally the wording of it. It's like, and people will go, well, it's not lockdown, but if you think about what it is literally a lockdown. But hey, welcome to England. Happy New Year, everyone. We're in lockdown to the new year. Woohoo. Oh, great. At least we've got the football still, unless that gets taken off us again. I doubt it because of financial wise. But it is what it is. Also, obviously, the England rugby team won today, I think. I double check that. Was it the French they played or Irish? One second, have a look. I think Scotland played yesterday as well. In rugby, let's have a look. Have a look. Fixtures and results. Autumn Championship. England beat Ireland 18-7. Wales won 18-0. Italy was postponed. What was yesterday? Was it yesterday? Nope. Must be tomorrow. Oh yeah, Scotland playing France tomorrow.
Yeah.
Big up Jules in the chat as well. He just said, I've subbed to this guy on 5 accounts. Bloody that's commitment. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh no, George John is a regular on this channel and a gooner. Yeah, Arsenal fan. He is also a regular on Daniel's channel and Simpy's as well. Yeah, exactly. I think it's because of my cameos on Daniel's channel during the summer that obviously the likes of John and Mark and all that came over to this channel as well. It is what it is. But yeah, fucking hell, Jules. 5 accounts. Jesus Christ. Love the commitment. Appreciate that. But again, do share the content around as well. And do share the channel around with all your mates. And we are currently literally on, and I'm going to check now on my phone. We literally wrap this up 10 minutes later. 992, guys. Oh, dear. But okay. Yeah. As I said before, about 2 minutes ago. As I said, about 2 minutes ago, enjoy the rest of your evening. You'll see us again. Me, Melvin. Russ has said he's available for tomorrow as well. So me, Melvin, Russ, Andrew, Colin if he's available, and possibly Richard. Not Richard. Yeah, Richard. But you can let me know in the morning. Once I know, I can let you guys know. Oh God, Brownie just popped up as we're about to finish as well. Sorry guys for not chatting. I'm just stoned and drunk. Oh, that's nice to know.
Nah, how nice. Round stoned and drunk.
Oh dear. Well, he is Welsh, but that's another matter. I can technically I can say that because I am part Welsh myself. 4 years ago at me, and blocked me on all social medias again. Oh dear, but cheers, guys. Literally, I'm sure you're sick of me already for like nearly 4 days of work, basically.
No,
You're gonna get about what? About 14, 15 hours of no stream of me, nothing of me. Then I'll be back again at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon UK time. Half hour before the Leeds Arsenal game, we're going to go through all the lineups, all the pros, all the cons, what everyone's happy with, what everyone's near about, and we're going to go from that. And hopefully, Merkel blasts a masterclass and pulls off a win against arguably one of the, with all due respect, one of the top managers in Europe ever. Even higher, it's to a point where Bielsa's held in a even higher regard to what Pep's even held at, and look what Pep's achieved. But until then, guys, as always, up the Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners.